Hello viewers, in one of the most desolate and lifeless corners of the desert, where the ground is cracked like broken glass, and the wind whispers ancient secrets through the air. A group of exhausted laborers was working under the relentless heat of the midday sun, unaware that they were just a few inches away from unearthing one of the greatest historical discoveries of the modern age. Assigned to clear land for a proposed industrial project. These workers thought it would be just another routine job dig level, repeat, but fate had something else in store. As one of the men struck his shovel into the dry earth, a hollow, echoing sound rang out, different from the dull thud of sand and stone. Intrigued, they dug deeper and uncovered the edge of what looked like an ancient stone slab. With growing curiosity, and perhaps a little fear, they removed the surrounding dirt to reveal a narrow entrance to an underground chamber, sealed for what seemed to be thousands of years. What lay beneath wasn't a cave formed by nature, it was man-made, carefully constructed, and entirely hidden from history. As they cautiously widened the entrance and peered inside, their flashlights caught sight of something remarkable. Dozens of large clay pots, meticulously arranged along the walls, each one sealed tightly with hardened clay and thick resin that had withstood the erosion of time. Some of the pots were broken, their contents lost to history, but many were intact, perfectly preserved in the darkness of this hidden vault. Realizing they may have found something significant, the crew immediately contacted local authorities, and within hours, a team of archaeologists and preservation experts arrived at the site, securing the area for detailed excavation. The atmosphere was electric. No one knew exactly what they would find, but everyone could feel that this was no ordinary discovery. As the first pot was carefully opened, silence fell over the group. Inside, glinting even in the faint light, were dozens of gold coins, each one more pristine than the last, bearing strange symbols and ancient engravings that no one present could recognize. Some showed animals, some stars, others bore what appeared to be the face of a king or deity with a crown, unlike any ever documented. But this was only the beginning. As more pots were opened over the next several days, the contents became even more intriguing. Golden necklaces studded with gems that no longer exist in today's markets. Bracelets with inscriptions in unknown scripts, miniature idols of animals and gods carved from pure gold, and scroll fragments rolled and sealed in wax that had barely melted over the millennia. Historians began piecing together theories, and carbon dating later confirmed the age of the site to be over 2,000 years old. Yet, no known civilization from that time, in that region, had ever been recorded with such artistic skill, architectural sophistication, or wealth in gold. Some experts speculated that this might have been a hidden treasury of a lost kingdom, perhaps one that fell to invaders and buried its sacred wealth to protect it from plunder. Others believe this chamber was a ritual site, and the treasures within were not just currency, but sacred offerings made to gods during times of drought, famine, or war. The presence of scrolls, possibly religious texts or historical records, added a deeper mystery. What if this site not only held gold, but also knowledge, forgotten languages, spiritual beliefs, or political records of a civilization wiped from the face of the earth? International media quickly picked up the story, with headlines referring to it as the desert's hidden vault and the gold of the forgotten empire. Social media exploded with theories, conspiracies, and excitement, and teams from universities and museums across the globe requested permission to study the artifacts. Still, a portion of the chamber remains untouched, blocked by rock formations that experts are hesitant to move without precise preservation methods. There is strong belief that behind those rocks lie even more secrets, possibly human remains, more scrolls, or even architectural structures. Meanwhile, the symbols on the coins and pottery continue to baffle language experts and cryptographers who've been unable to trace their roots to any known script, leading to speculation that this might have been an entirely undocumented civilization, advanced in metallurgy, spirituality, and possibly astronomy, judging by the celestial motifs on some artifacts. The atmosphere at the site is reverent, almost spiritual, as researchers work silently and carefully, aware that every brush of dust might uncover another piece of lost human history. And as the sun sets over the sand and the winds continue to whisper through the rocks, one can't help but wonder how many other such secrets lie buried beneath our feet, waiting patiently for the day someone will find them. Asterisk, asterisk, this discovery is not just about treasure or history. It's a reminder that the past is not entirely lost, and that buried within the earth are still echoes of civilizations that lived, thrived, and vanished, leaving behind gold, not just in metal, but in mystery, story, and human legacy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. See you in next video.